Okay, gang, fabulous Friday. Yesterday, I said to you guys I'd have two special guests, and you're seeing them on screen today. March 1st is just kicking off, and these two women are really important for you to know about for March 1st. So, up to my on the other side of me, we have K Graph Rule. And Graph is not specifically that's your maiden name or something?
That is my maiden name, yes.
Okay, okay. And Kay fits into our 55 plus group perfectly because she's how young did you tell me, Kay?
60.
Okay. Such a young girl, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Diane, what? And then many of you know Diane Wilson already. Diane, by the way, was of course positively unstoppable champ for this year for 2023 with DDPY, but she's also the second highest contributor to our 55 plus group. When I did that, they always send me all these notices of numbers. And one day I thought, well, what's this number mean? Highest contributors. So I just went down the first 24 names, pulled them across, which by the way, hey, as well, you're in the top 20 of that group too. So I don't know how Facebook figures it, but it's the people that leave the messages, leave the comments, interact the most within it. So for the month of February, you girls were really a key part. So none of your faces shouldn't be unique for them to see because you are all over the place. But what we're going to talk about today, I just got to make sure you didn't miss something. Okay, so we're going to first do a screen share and bring up the leaders of the pack. Okay, so this is Fabulous Friday. And of course, we thank always Steve Yu and a DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, coach is what I call them. Thank them so much. They're the ones that created this 55 plus community for us. It was their vision. They believed it was a good spot. I was just talking to Steve yesterday, and he said, we're so happy because we believed all along that this was a spot you guys needed, just a safe place to interact. And I said, boy, it's incredible how many common threads we have. So thank you so much, DDP and Steve, for launching us into this community. Wow. And then we have two girlfriends here that just happen to want to take a little challenge in there that fits us perfectly. How many of you know these two have been referred to as the balancing buddies? Isn't that about the word that I've heard referred to you guys?
Yep.
Vision. So who wants to go first with kind of explaining what kicks off today on March 1st? What is it that you girls are kicking off? And I will put a link, by the way, so they can get to you. But yes.
Okay. Is it okay if I like introduce Kay? I mean,
hey, I purposely, these are never planned.
Okay.
Never rehearsed. I never edit, as people can tell. I don't believe in editing. Oh, wait, we have a show. We're all wearing the same shirt. Actually, they arrived on with matching shirts. So I said, oh, that's my favorite shirt. Let me go get it. I forgot. The one with sleeves is in the dirty clothes, but I still had the one where I cut the sleeves off. So we are, what is it? Tripleting? Triplets.
You're triplets, yeah.
Yes. No. Take it away, Diane.
I know. Can you not believe, Pam? It's like I actually want to talk because and this will help people that are really nervous about posting and doing things like that, because I have to tell you, Kay, I couldn't believe I met Kay through doing Aranitra's balance challenge workouts. And I really enjoyed watching Kay's videos because she was just so calm. And I think I reached out to her and I said something about, oh my God, I wish I could be like you. I mean, just so calm. And she's like, oh, I'm like this storm inside. And it was, and I just could not believe it. And when I had this idea to start this group, DDPY's Balancing Buddies, I had so much going on, but I wanted to do this February challenge because then it's just like a smaller group to where we could, more connect and just like have our own place. Some of the ones from Aranita's group have joined us. And so I asked Kay if she'd do the intros because I didn't have time. And I thought it'd be a great idea to introduce the workouts that we're doing. And Kate was more familiar with some of them than I am, because she's been doing those challenges where she's doing a new workout every day. But she did incorporate the two, my favorites, and one that she has, and I'll let you tell her about it. But this last video that she did, this is her second intro. She is so passionate about doing these workouts. I found that I myself am actually excited and want to do these workouts, and one I've not even done before. But the way she describes the instructors, anyway, you'll have to watch the video. And right now I'm just going to let her describe just like she did on the video, and y'all just sit back and enjoy.
Although I have one question. Did you happen to be a teacher before in a career? Did you have a career of teaching?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yes, I was a school teacher.
So, for
So,
all of you that know, I'm the CB student that really just wanted recess. Cheerleader for 6 years, every sport, right? So I know my lane, but I can always recognize the people, okay, that are like, oh gosh, she said that so good. Doesn't she, Diane? She
does. And that makes sense, because I'm an artist. I'm a graphic design artist. I've worked by myself for 50 years by myself in my own little home office. And this is for me to talk to people like this. This is out of my comfort zone. But anyway, I digress. I want Kate to start talking.
we all have different gifts, but I'm telling you what, Kate, yours is very obvious. It's awesome. Take
oh,
it,
well, thank you. You're so kind. Well, I have been a member, or I don't know when I became a member, but I started doing the workouts in December 26, 2022. And I decided that I was going to do a workout every single day. So from 2022 to the end of 2023, I only missed 5 days, which I was just so excited about. And then I've started 2024, and so far I haven't missed a day yet. But I'm really bad with names. Who is it that puts out that list of workouts that you can do something different every day?
Caitlin and Jason?
Yes, yes, I love their layout. And so that's where I found a lot of these workouts, is because I'm doing something crazily different all the time. And that's when I figured out I can do some of these 3 diamond workouts. I didn't think I could. I thought I could only do the 2 diamonds. But anyway, so for our challenge this time, we're doing the back builder 2. That's a 1 diamond. And we're doing stand up with Big G, which is a 2 diamond, and be relentless with Brian Tan, which is a 3 diamond. So we have several options. And what we're just encouraging people to do is make it where you determine that you are going to practice balance every week. You could do it just once, twice, 3 times. I try to do it 3 times a week. And that way, if you purpose to do it, you're more likely to get it done. So we're not like requiring that you post every day what you do, although that would encourage others in the group. We're not requiring that you do screenshots every day or have a thread that you follow, but all of that would encourage others. So, if you're into helping other people, definitely, go for it. Join our Balancing Buddies group. And like Diane said, it's so fun to join these groups. Aranitos was one of the first ones that I ever did. And of course, that's where I met Diane. And it's fun to have that smaller community that are concentrating on one thing. And what's great now is Diane went and recruited all of the instructors. So we have Matt Kilgore in our group, and Big G's in our group, and Brian Tan's in our group. So any questions that you would have about the workouts, like I have questions about hood ornament. I know I said I couldn't do it, and I forgot to use the word yet. I got called out.
Yes. Yeah.
Yet. Yeah, so I have some questions about that, and I will be able to ask them in that group, which I think, Diane, you're just so cool. I love you.
I love you too.
You're a keeper. Ah.
You are. I was trying to think during your and it was like I'm on the spot now. I want to remember it. There's a part you just have to watch it. Some of Kay's expressions are just priceless. I mean, she's such a great what would you call those people that review movies and they give a little
Yes.
you know and she doesn't know this yet, but Hayden, when I invited Hayden said he was going to join ASAP, but I haven't seen him join yet. But I wrote him back and I thanked him and I said, I'm going to do excerpts of Kay's videos. I can do that. I can do that in Canva. And I'm going to post it, and maybe Pam can help me figure out how to make a media folder where then I can put like a screenshot of the actual workout with her little description of what the videos are. And then anybody coming in later in the year, they can pop in and maybe they want to add to what we suggest they do that month, and they can actually see what each of the workouts is about. And the other thing I do want to mention is I had somebody today say that they were going to join. They didn't join last month because they didn't see it. They came in too late. And I want you to know, if you see this video and it might be March 15th, you can still come into our group and just start you don't have to start. I mean, this is no pressure. No pressure. It's just important that you start whenever.
I posted you every Turbo Tuesday because that's on Turbo Tuesday in the 55 plus. I always post the link for people to get to the instructors, the trainers that are across the US, where they can put in their zip code and see where they're located at.
Wow.
If you want to attend a live class, all those trainers have a spot. So I put that link on every Tuesday, always have, but I added your link every Tuesday too in March. That link existed.
Oh, really? You mean in February you did that?
I mean, in February. Yep.
Oh,
So
see, I've been so busy. Have you not noticed? I haven't been in the group. I haven't been as active just because of what I got going on.
The day I did the search, you were in second place for activity, girlfriend. So you must have been fairly active at some point.
We're taking notes because we didn't even know you could do that. So with our little group, we're still learning. I mean,
we are learning.
Well, fortunately, I didn't set any of it up for ours because this is actually DDP's 55 plus group. So
man, I wish they'd help us.
You would think, but they are so busy. They produce so much stuff that even for me to keep bringing in everything to promote everything they're doing keeps me really busy. Yesterday, I said to Steve, my gosh, do you ever sleep? Because I keep, there's another thing. I got to make sure the 55 plus know about that thing and that thing. But the reason I like them to know about you guys too is the very thing you're saying. Balance, that fits completely our age group. And you guys make it another smaller group. If someone feels like they want to interact in a different way, that's where they need to go. So everything brings value. People just have to know what's their comfort zone. Actually, it always goes back to what are their SmackDown goals, right? If they have specific goals, they need to, and they have specific hours available, they have to figure out how they're going to use those. And for many people, it's the relationship that you guys give them that they need the feeling that they're not alone.
Right.
Can I add something I just thought of? Because I'm hoping that we have more people that are 55 and up doing the 2024 challenge, because hey, Pam and I prove anything's possible, but by posting, like in our little group, and Kay and I did this, when you have a smaller group, it's easier like to post. I mean, I can remember I got to the point where I was posting what I was the balance challenge I was doing in my pajamas. I mean, it was just like, who cares? I just want to do it, and people then support you, encourage you, whatever. But what really happened was then I used that month, like I think it was September, I use some of those videos in my challenge. I mean, you know, when you have to upload to
Uh-huh.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I had a whole like month of these videos, and I can't tell you, people, after the challenge was over, I made it just that one public. And the people that responded, it's like they need balance. I couldn't believe the number of hits that I got, views from people wanting to watch the last video that I did. And I said, this is the results. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So anyway, for anybody doing the challenge, this would be really good for you to help
I really
with accountability. And
I would encourage everybody to start the Positively Unstoppable Challenge.
yeah.
Seriously, as long as they get in before April 1st, they will have a full 6 months in. So you just have to get in by that date to get a full 6 months. By the way, girls, my husband just started last Saturday on the 24th. So he came to me about a week before and said, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, ready for what? Because 43 years of marriage, girls, I've learned don't ever push, just love, right?
Yes.
Love conquers all. Well, he had had a bad blood report. So real bad blood report. And
Wow.
weight is bad. So he came to me and I said, if you're serious, okay, but you know, as a coach, I'm gonna tell you what you need, you're not gonna want to hear right now. And one of the criteria to be coached by me was I needed him in the Positively Unstoppable Challenge. Photos, the accountability of video once a month, workout, whole video recorded, you know, put on, you know, unlisted, but all of those rules. And he said, really? I said, yeah, not for the belt, not for the title, and certainly not for the money, but you're in a group, you're inside a wall of a private Facebook group that those people are just going after it. And I needed him to see that. It's not like we have to choose their speed. I've always called myself the turtle in my own race. I was blown away when they called and said I was a champ. I'm like, what? You know, but if you stay in your own lane, who you are, and enter the challenge, you're just going to have a richer experience in 2024. Don't you feel that way, Diane? From being in the
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, when I the first time I joined, you know, they ask you why are you joining, and I actually put I want to win. I mean, you know, I do. But it wasn't the money. It was actually the accountability. I needed accountability. And it was great being in a group of these people that are like focused. They're single-minded on we all have this goal, and
yeah.
we all helped each other. That was amazing. You didn't really feel like you were competing against other people. We were all wanting to improve whatever our lot in physical ability was.
But you actually confessed right in the beginning of your thing that you wanted to be a champ.
I did. And I hope it's okay, because I think it's on the internet somewhere on a page of the champions that I put that. See, when I had my surgery, I had time and I looked up all the other champions, and I saw nobody that was like me. Nobody weighed what I weighed. Nobody was my age. And
Yeah.
it was like, I want to be a champion like no other, is what I put.
Your own lane. That's the most important part.
Yeah. And if I didn't get it, it was still, I knew what I did, you know, and I knew how I improved. And I actually lost weight, you know. Well, see, I gained weight because of the surgery. My husband was bringing me apple pie. I had apple pie every day for probably 2 months. And I gained weight, not exercising. And that was my goal doing the champion. It was like, okay, I set a goal weight. And I actually got below my goal weight.
So how much weight are we talking when you said you were overweight? Because seriously, I don't know about you, Kay, but I'm looking at her thinking, is this woman ever had a
Oh, y'all are, and if I tell you how I did it, there'd be people that's like, I
oh
have to tell you, okay, I lost 5 pounds. Okay. No, wait, no, I lost 8.
hey,
Something
are you
like
not
that.
glad that I called that out? Because I'm
I'm
thinking,
glad you called it out.
I lost 8. I was 3 pounds under my goal, what my goal weight was. But I have to tell you, when Crystal Stewart, I think is her name, had interviewed me for DDPY Radio, we got to talking, and I don't know what I said that made her say, "Oh, well, I ran over my scale." And I'm like, "Now, how could you run over your scale, with your car? How did that happen?" She did it intentionally. She took her scale and she put it out in the road and she ran over it because she was so into what the scale said.
Good for
But
her.
see,
Good for her.
yeah, but everybody's different. Now, me, I tried and tried to lose weight. And I had this idea, okay, if I post a picture of my scale every day, that's going to make me accountable.
Oh
You
my.
get it? And so I started posting every day. Well, I took the pictures. I never posted it, but I thought when I submit my challenge video, and I started putting all these little pictures that I had taken of the scale, and I was running out of time to get my submission in. So I scratched that and I just said, this is what I weighed when I started. This is what I weigh now with pictures.
Yeah.
But it worked for me. And I think I saw Beverly Boma, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I think I saw where she was taking pictures of her scale every day. And I want to private message her and I want to ask her, if you're still doing that, I want to post my pictures to you. I won't post them publicly, but I need accountability. I mean, for me, that's what worked for me.
Exactly. Because
You know,
some of us would be 100% beaten up if we were
right.
on the scale every day.
Yeah. And now there might be other people now that I mentioned what Crystal did. They might take their scale and they might run over it.
I support all of the above because we do need to find our own lane. Absolutely. For me, in the 10 months of my run, it was 80 pounds and 77 inches. There was no week that I got on the scale that I had gained anything. I had a couple that were like zero, like no up or down, right? But I still knew that scale, no matter what that scale said that week, forget it. I put in the work. I controlled what I could control, which was what was going in my mouth, the water I was drinking, the sleep I was getting, the workouts. So I only worked on the things I could control. And I told myself every time, and I recorded always when I was about to get on the scale. And I was always thinking, oh, I don't like to do this in front of everybody with accountability. But every time I was as surprised as maybe somebody else watching it, like, wow, it was just putting in the work. But I do believe if you let that scale own you, it can be a major downfall. Like she knew she needed to run over herself. That's the first time I heard that. But I totally support that if she knew it.
Yeah.
But I have some people I say, just find a clothing object that fits you tight and just put that on once a week, put that on. And if you can begin to feel the difference of it, call that a victory. It doesn't have to be on a scale. And for the challenge, it's not about weight loss anyway.
Right.
It's about mindset, fitness, and nutrition. How's that? All three pillars matter.
Right.
Yeah. Well, gosh, girls, I'm so proud of you for launching your own little thing that people can be a part of. And I am very much aware people want the feeling like they're not alone, kind of a sisterhood kind of thing,
Right.
brothers, sisters.
Brotherhood.
So,
yeah, we have guys too. Yeah.
Oh, no. I had only brothers and boys in the neighborhood. I think they're wonderful because they bring a different spin, right? So, yeah. So good for you that you got both going in there. So awesome. I hope everybody that has that spot that fits in their heart to do so follows you girls on over and is a part of that. So
Pam, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity and helping us come out of our shell. Don't you feel good, Kay? I mean,
I feel so good.
to me on the text, well, I'm a little scared. I'm thinking, am I that Scary? I don't know. Kate, seriously. If anything, you were probably the A student and I should be scared. So
Oh, I was the teacher that looked forward to recess also.
good for you. Good for you. Well, love you tons, you guys. This is going to be a phenomenal March. I'm glad we're kicking it off. And I, as well, on Mindset Monday, you will hear from one more in our 55 plus community, the mindset of Richard Angelo, who happens to be the first place contributor for February for our 55 plus group. And wait to hear his mindset is just so much different. It's really cool. Really cool. Love you tons, girls. We will talk to you soon, right?
Yeah.